BlondiBruni.
Welcome back, guys. Happy fall. As you've noticed, we have moved. We are trying to get that fall winter spirit into these Florida hot days. And we'll move back to our other filming spot when it's spring and summer. So we thought we'd just switch it up. You know, we're always trying new stuff. So speaking of trying new stuff, we're going to talk about makeup brushes. So I was talking to Bruni about synthetic brushes. I recently upgraded my brushes to synthetic brushes by It Cosmetics. I changed, yes, I'm loving It Cosmetics. I bought one and then I was like, I want to buy another one and I bought another one because I'm just
and I hear girlfriends that are looking to save up to do the very same thing with It brushes as well. So they're a hot ticket item, girls.
They're awesome. And to be honest, I really like synthetic. I wanted to try a synthetic brush to see how it would differ from like the natural hair, horse or whatever hair they use. And it's amazing. They don't shed. They're way softer. I mean, you can feel these, Bruni. They're so soft, and I've washed them several times. So I'm converted. And so we're gonna go over a couple different brushes that we've either been loving or have changed to or have used forever, and why we like them and use them. So just to get right into it, these are two powder brushes. You can use this one for bronzer too. It's more of a domed, soft, fluffy guy, where this one's more dense and short, like a typical kabuki, but it's a little bit bigger. I mean, it's got a big...
That's a big kabuki.
That's a big kabuki. That's like 4/4 size. I don't know. But I use these with powder foundation, just the powder, and this one gives a more full coverage, a more airbrushed look, where this one gives a lighter coverage and a more, you know, I'm going to the grocery store, I'm going to the beach, you know.
Dust it on.
Just dust it on. Yeah, exactly. So, but
cool.
Loving them.
Well, I have a kabuki style brush from Laura Mercier, and this is the actual boar or horse or whatever hair it is, and I don't care for it. So I still use this one though because I haven't fully transitioned my brushes. Blondi is super committed. I just have a few that I use. With hers, I got it to go with her powder foundation, just to, hey, I want to use the tool to go with what you make. You know, I think that's always a good place to start. But I don't like that the hairs do shed. So I have moments where I'm dusting the powder onto my face, I'm about to leave, head out the house, I take one last look in the mirror, and there's all these like stray hairs. And they're not my dog's, and they're not mine. So I don't like that. So with this, I really don't like that it does shed, and sometimes the color will saturate in certain places of the brush. You can see it because it's sturdy. And I just don't care for that. But I do like the kabuki style of brush. I have used Bare Minerals before. I've used a bunch of different ones, and I love that it's just a great application. I feel closer to what I'm doing on my face.
They're denser. It's
and the coverage is like, you know, you talked about. It's a really nice light application. So I do like the brush itself, the kabuki version. I have a bronzer brush that I have fallen in love with from Sephora. I like that the handle is there and it's thicker. So again, I'm closer to the application. I love the dome shape, the soft synthetic feel like we talked about, and that it does go on to put my blush or bronzer, mostly bronzer, on nicely.
And then, yeah, I mean, same thing. I've been looking for a new bronzer and a blush brush, and I converted again over to the synthetic. This is an It brush, and you know, I use this for my bronzer and for contouring. So if you want to get into the hollows of your cheek there, this is that perfect angle exactly. Bruni's going to show you a brush that's just like this, but I really like it. It's dense like a kabuki. Yeah, and it has that steep angle. So, and it's small, so you can get right into that little area there. You can do the sides of your nose, the bridge of your, or not the bridge, but the rounds of your forehead, and the sides of your nose, not the bridge of your nose. But that's what this one's great for, and I really have been enjoying that. And then, of course, I just have another regular synthetic brush. I got this on Gilt or something, but just for blush, you know, typical blush brush.
Nothing, you don't have to go too crazy.
Yeah, you don't have to go too crazy. You're just patting or, you know.
Yeah, they're typically the same when I see them, but if you find a brush that stands out to you that you love, like the contouring one, I have the same thing. I originally used it as a blush brush. That is hard to say together
I
sometimes.
did too a long time ago. I used the angle
I
as
liked
a blush.
the angle.
Yes, yeah.
I have hence switched to using it as more of a contour. I use my highlighting and illuminating powders to get right into the side area of the eyes and create that C lighter shape on top of my bronzer. I've had this brush by Alchemy, a company that doesn't really exist anymore. I've had it since high school from a really top-notch makeup place in Jacksonville, and it has lasted. So the shape is unique. It works for anything on your cheeks to get into and contour, and then it just creates a beautiful application. So I love this one too.
I love it. And speaking of highlighting and using those hourglass ambient light, yes, they're amazing. I'm going to talk about eyes, especially for us older ladies. I also have another, again, cosmetic brush. This is a typical looking foundation brush. If you can see it, it's thin, it's domed, usually used for wet products. I actually use this for my under eye concealer. So I use Bye Bye Under Eye by It, and I put that under my eye, and then I use this brush because
yeah, I could see that.
Sorry, I think the mailman came. Sorry about that. It came, yeah, it's delicate for that delicate space under your eye and kind of goes right in there. You can use it, even some of it as a base for your eyeshadow.
Nice.
And then to set that, I also use this Sigma tapered highlighting brush. It's the F35 by Sigma. It's also domed, but it's soft. It's really, really soft. You can feel
They're all so soft.
This one's really soft. Well, that one's more for foundation, but I use Laura Mercier's Secret Brightening Powder, and I just use that to set under my eye. I use it on my cheeks, or I'll use the Hourglass, same thing, to do that C or the highlighting down the nose. So this is really, really great to fit in that part of the eye.
Yeah.
So
whether you have regular brushes, synthetic brushes, your favorites, your oldies that you love, it's important to take care of your brushes. So we wanted to touch on ways that you can clean your brushes. Now, a telltale sign that you need to clean your brushes is if you start breaking out in certain areas of your face that you don't normally, especially around the cheeks. It means that there's some oil that's getting saturated in other places than it normally would, and you need to examine your brushes. I know you have more of a regimen too for when you wash your brushes. What's your normal?
Maybe like once a week, once every other week I do. Definitely. And I just use my face soap to do it.
Yes,
but I know there's other
great way to do it. So a lot of people, because you're already taking a face soap and you're putting it on your face, of course you can put that on your beautiful brushes. So it's going to stay gentle, it's going to do its cleansing job, and then you probably already have it right there. So it's a great place if you want to save money to look right at your very own cleanser. So I love that. If you also want to be a little more budget savvy and you want to go a more natural route, you can do, I've seen on Pinterest, hot water and white vinegar. So you just swirl it together, you swirl your brushes through, and you go.
It's like an amazing cleaner. They tell us to use that for
so many things with vinegar.
Yeah, vinegar and water, like you can clean your whole house with.
You could do so much with that.
Yeah.
So you probably have some lying around. Try it out. Let us know how it goes. You can also, there's a ton of cleansers out there that makeup companies already make. I happen to have some from Bare Minerals. It's called Well Cared For Brush Conditioning Shampoo. So same thing, you're really conditioning, you're shampooing, you're cleansing your brushes. You clean them with any of these until the brush comes clean, so similar to a paintbrush. You're getting all the color out and you're getting them nice and dry, and you lay them out. And then in the next few hours, you should be ready to reapply.
Yay.
Yeah.
Well, that's all our tips on brushes. But thank you guys for joining us. Happy fall. It's almost here. The 21st is like, what, 2 weeks away?
Pumpkin spice lattes for everybody.
And apple pie dreams. So thank you guys for watching. Oh, you gotta love us.
Always.
Always. You gotta love us, guys. Our next video is gonna be about how to rock boots. High boots, over the knee.
Ankle. Cankle.
And we're gonna end it on cankle. Thanks for watching, guys. Love you.
See you next time.
Bye.